it to the Pacific. And it was not an easy journey.
We got an early start, but it didn't do us much good. We were rerouted off the highway in Oregon to avoid the wildfires in the area. And then
We definitely took the most back road route for probably 6 hours. It was basically just winding through the mountains. And then finally we got to a point where it was literally maybe you see 50, 60 feet ahead of you, but the smoke was so thick that it was this is probably getting pretty serious. And then we got to a point, sure enough, they stopped us, and there was an escort, and they drove a group of people, including us, through. And then finally, as we are driving through, I'm looking to the right, I see fire up on the hill, and it was started to just be little spots, and then there were a few multiple pretty intense burns, and there were lots of firemen everywhere. There were fire trucks. It was a little hairy.
it was a very tense drive. On top of that, we were getting low on gas, and neither of us had cell service. At the end of the escort, we stopped and asked 2 different policemen for directions. Thankfully, we were able to find the only gas station around for miles. And suddenly, all the smoke cleared up. And then the GPS sent us up an even more intense, 1-lane mountain switchback with blind corners. But at the top, we finally crossed into the state park. And I had never been so grateful to see the ocean. We finally made it to the Pacific. We drank our coffee on the beach, watching the pelicans circle over the chilly waves. After breakfast, we hiked to Fern Canyon. Apparently, it was a setting for one of the Jurassic Park movies. It makes sense. Everything there is enormous and ancient feeling. We spent our afternoon back on the beach. Soaking up the sun and watching little sea lions poke their heads out of the surf.
To the sun, I'll see the world up on your shoulders like when I was young.
We'd get a look at those massive redwoods the next day.
But I remember as long as I know what's wrong and what is right.